Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Williamson County Public Library. I'm Dolores Greenwald, the director here, and I would like to thank the United Way for coming today and having their Raise Your Hand event here at the library. And also, we have Touch-A Trucks here. So I'd like to thank the City of Franklin, Williamson County Parks and Rec, and the Sheriff's Department for bringing all these fun trucks for the kids to look at today. So I would like to thank Tennessee's First Lady, Chrissy Haslam, for coming today. And also, thanks everyone that's going to be participating in the story time in a few minutes. And I'm going to hand this over to Pam Bryant, who is CEO of the United Way of Williamson County. Thank you very much for being here today.
I am very pleased and consider it a privilege today to be able to introduce to you our First Lady of Tennessee, Ms. Haslam. She is a passionate advocate for education and strongly encourages parents to get involved in the academic lives of their children. In addition, she very tirelessly and graciously uses the visibility of her office to promote Raise Your Hand, United Way's effort to recruit volunteers to tutor, mentor, and read to our children. Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, Ms. Haslam.
Thank you, Pam. Well, I'm just so happy to be here kicking off a day of action for United Ways of Tennessee and for Raise Your Hand Tennessee. A special welcome also to the folks on the 21 who are watching. We're glad you could join us here in Tennessee for this hour, and glad to be a part of that. Bill and I are so proud to support the United Way. We're grateful for all they do for families in Tennessee. We've been involved with the United Way for quite a while in our hometown of Knoxville, here in Nashville, and very aware of all the great things that they do. I'm especially proud to support United Way's education initiatives because that's something I'm very passionate about. As First Lady, I talk a lot, as Pam said, about the importance of parental engagement in education, the importance of families reading together for at least 20 minutes a day, and the importance of them understanding and knowing about that third grade reading proficiency score, and make sure their kids are reading on grade level by the end of third grade. You know, early literacy is the best predictor for success in school and in life. It can help lower school dropout rates, it helps lower crime and teen pregnancy, it can increase lifetime earnings. Some states even use that third grade reading proficiency test score to determine how many jail cells they need to build in the future. That's how important it is. So today we're trying to raise 21,000 United Way volunteers worldwide, and I think we can do it. In Tennessee, we're raising volunteers for Raise Your Hand Tennessee. And Raise Your Hand Tennessee is a collaborative effort to recruit volunteers to read, to tutor, and to mentor children and youth in our state. Because research shows that caring adults working with kids of all ages can help boost their academic achievement. I helped United Ways of Tennessee and its statewide partners kick off Raise Your Hand Tennessee last January 2012. We did PSAs and videos. We had a big media event at Legislative Plaza, and we've been recruiting volunteers ever since. I think since that time we've recruited more than 5,000 new volunteers to go read with, tutor, and mentor students. Here in Williamson County, Raise Your Hand Williamson, has been providing reading and math tutoring and mentoring to third and fourth graders in 2 schools in Williamson County School District and 2 schools in the Franklin Special School District. So we're very thankful for those volunteers and for all they're doing. And the kids in those programs have significantly improved their scores compared to their peers in reading equivalency and math, and that's what it's all about. So we're very, very happy about that. We know volunteers are effective. You know that too. We just need more of them, and we need you. So please, today is a great day to volunteer, to sign up, to read with children, to tutor them, to mentor them. Sometimes I think reading with them is kind of maybe the easiest way to get into this program. It doesn't take too much time. It's an easy thing to do. It's a lot of fun, and our volunteers say it's very rewarding. As you know, anytime you give of yourself, you get more in return. So there are a lot of things going on today here at the beautiful Williamson County Library and Franklin Library. And I think you'll hear more about that in a little bit. But most importantly, we're here to recruit people who are looking to make a difference in their community. For Raise Your Hand Williamson here in Franklin, for Raise Your Hand Tennessee all across the state, and for volunteers all across the country as United Way works to recruit 1 million volunteers to help our nation's kids. So here in Franklin today, if you want to volunteer, go to the sign-up table at the United Way table. And across Tennessee, you can dial 211 or go to www.raiseyourhandtn.org. And then if you're not in Tennessee, you can go to www.unitedway.org and click on Volunteer and take the pledge. So there are lots of ways easy ways to sign up. I'm getting ready to go back into the children's department in the library and read a book. It's called V is for Volunteer. So another great book. As you know, Tennessee is known as the volunteer state. So let's get out a lot of new folks to volunteer in our program, Raise Your Hand Tennessee. And back to you, Pam.
Thank you, Ms. Haslam, and we are so thankful that you were able to be here with us today. And we totally agree that the earlier you start reading with your children and to your children, they are better prepared to learn for the rest of their lives. And as Mrs. Haslam had indicated, we have a day full of fun activities that are free to the whole community. Fun things like face painting, touch the truck. We have cool trucks outside. We have fire trucks, dump trucks, recycle trucks. In addition, we have pet adoption, thanks to the Williamson County Animal Control and Adoption Center. And we have free popcorn and water for everybody.
Well, last year, the United Way of Williamson County, we participated with them to do a story time. So, in their Raise Your Hand for volunteers. So, they were only here for about half an hour last year. So, working with the community organizers of the United Way, we decided to make the whole day event here with the touch a truck, having the First Lady come and do a story time, because reading, they are also needing volunteers to help kids learn to read. So it was a natural fit to have the event here this year.
Ice is 108 degrees below zero. But I brought something even colder. This is called liquid nitrogen. And this is 326 degrees below zero. Now I have some warm water in this bucket and I have some cold liquid nitrogen. Let's see what happens when I pour it into my bucket. Now, let's add it really fast. We're going to add warm water in here. Is everybody ready? I'm going to need a countdown for this one. It'd be nice if I brought a right-handed glove. All right, you might want to stand back just a little bit. Now we're going to add it really fast. Buddy, count down. Ready? 5, 4, Was that exciting? Right? All right, now let's see what liquid nitrogen does inside the bottle so you can see it better.
I was just going to ask you, I took a picture of her and some other children and we wanted to put it up on our Facebook page with no names or anything of this event. Okay, cool.
Can you see it there? Can you see it boiling? The liquid nitrogen is actually boiling because the air is so hot. So we're going to go ahead and add more water and make a volcano. That didn't erupt very well though, did it? Let's see what happens if we add dry ice when we do our volcano. I'm going to need a helper. Let's see, who hasn't volunteered yet? You haven't done anything yet, have you? Come on up. I'm going to need you to get some water here, so let me give you a cup. Go ahead and get some water out of the bucket there. Can you see that bucket right there, the tin bucket? And we're going to pour that right inside here. Pour that in there. And I'm going to add a little bit of color while you're doing that. Ooh, good job. All right. And now we're going to add some more Ninja fluid. I'm going to pour some of that in there. Go ahead and pour some Ninja fluid in there. Good job. Now go ahead and swirl this around just like that. 2 hands around so everyone can see what you're doing. All right, so we're swirling that all up. Okay, go ahead and bring that back over. And stand back. Is everybody ready? Now, is that hot or cold? That's super cold, isn't it? You know, I didn't bring the Hoberman sphere. I think it's in the car. Can you go grab that for me real quick? It's the big plastic sphere that's in the backseat of the car. Thank you. It's kind of weird having you listening in on me right now. Now, how cold did I say the liquid nitrogen was?
364 degrees below zero.
Very good. You were listening, weren't you? All right, I'm going to need another helper. Let's go ahead and pour some of this in here. All right, let's see who's going to come help me. You, sir, come on up here. Great, yeah, just set it down right there. I'll have you playing that. Can you put these safety goggles on, please? Safety glasses. And we're going to put this glove on this hand, up this hand. All right, are all your fingers there? Oh, we're missing a finger. Oh, there you go. All right, you ready to help me out? This is going to show everybody how cold liquid nitrogen actually is. Unfortunately, yes. Anybody see this rose? Can you verify that's a real rose? Is it soft, ladies? Can you feel the rose? It's nice and soft, isn't it? Can you feel how soft that is? Okay, don't pull on it. We're just gently touching it. Thank you. Did you verify it's a real rose? So that's a real rose, right? All right, now you have your glove hand. I'd like you to stand like this. Put your glove hand out just like this. I'm going to put our rose into the liquid nitrogen. Can everybody count down from 10 for me? 10. Oh, you forgot 0. All right, now I'm going to set this in your palm, and I want you to crush the rose. Should we freeze it a little bit more? Yes. All right, we're going to freeze that last little bit. We're going to be thorough.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Since you have the goggles on, come on over here, and I want you to just whack it right there on the edge of the table. Whack. All right. Not much of that rose, huh? Okay, what time do we have? I think what we're going to do is we're going to clean off our table a little bit, and I'm going to have everybody come up so they can make their own slime. The slime is made from polyvinyl alcohol. Can anybody say PVA? Oh, wait a second. Go ahead and stay seated till I call you up, guys, okay? All right, so I'm going to have you come up in just a second, but I want to get some of this dangerous materials away, all right?
We have the science guy here who is, does science education for kids. We had First Lady Chrissy Haslam here to do a story time.
Boys and girls and parents, I want to tell you, the library system in Williamson County is amazing. And the programs that they have, I hope all of you have a card, library card, where you can come and check out your books. But what a wonderful service, and you can participate and be a part of the library and also participate in reading, because that is, of course, the initiative that we want to encourage everybody to do. Thank you for coming, and thank you for coming and be a part of Williamson County.
Great. Okay, everybody. Is everybody having a good summer? Good. They call me the First Lady of Tennessee. Does anybody know what that means? The First Lady of Tennessee. Anybody guess? Well, some people they think it means I'm the first lady ever to live in Tennessee, but that's not true. It actually just means I am married to the governor of Tennessee. Now, does anybody know what a governor is? What's a governor?
It's the person who takes care of the whole state.
He's the person who takes care of the whole state. Very good. That's exactly right. Yeah, very good. Okay, can you tell me who takes care of a city? Who?
President Obama.
Well, close. That was my next question. So, President Obama takes care of the whole country, and my husband, Governor Bill Haslam, takes care of the state. And then do you know the name of the title of the person who takes care of the city? Starts with an M. What do you think?
Mayor.
The mayor, that's right. So the mayor takes care of the city, the governor takes care of the state, and the president takes care of the whole country. And we have people like county commissioners who serve under mayors and who help make decisions and make laws. So my husband's a very busy man. He has to take care of all kinds of things to take care of the state of Tennessee. And as his wife, I get to do things that I'm interested in. And what I like to do is to travel around the state and talk to kids about reading. Raise your hand if you like to be read to or to read. All right. Reading is so much fun, and it makes you, it grows your brain. It exercises your brain when you read. You know, you run around outside to exercise your body. Well, reading can help you be a stronger student. Come on in, everybody. Oh, thanks. Okay.
So I talk a lot to families and to kids about reading 20 minutes a day with your children. And that is a great way to help them become strong readers. You know, kids need to be read to I'll talk to parents and kids need to be read to from a very early age, from the time they're born. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but they need to be hearing words and language and vocabulary and sentence structures and nursery rhymes, even rhyming. I used to think that was just for fun, but it helps them later when they're learning rhyming words and when they're learning words that sound alike or are spelled alike. So they say that, you know, so many of our kids are not read to enough before they get to kindergarten, and they're coming into kindergarten already behind because they haven't been read to. They haven't heard words and language and vocabulary that they need to know. Studies show that kids in our low-income areas hear as many as 30 million fewer words by the time they're 4 than their more affluent neighbors. So I know all of you are here at the library, so I know you're great readers and you're checking out books and reading with your kids all the time, and that's terrific. So today I'm going to read a book called V is for Volunteer. It's an alphabet book. Does anybody know what a volunteer is?
Yeah.
What's a volunteer?
A volunteer is someone that
If you need somebody to help you, they help you. They come on over and help you. That's right. They do it. Is that what you were going to say? What were you going to say?
volunteers work without being
They work without being paid. That's very good. That's exactly right. So there are lots of volunteers who do good work in your community and all over Tennessee. And Tennessee is known as the volunteer state. How about that? Because we've had so many people who love to volunteer here all through our history. Okay, so let's, oh gosh. Yep, they do work. I'm going to put on my reading glasses and read this book to you guys. It has some really pretty illustrations too. It's written by Michael Shoulders and illustrated by Bruce Langton. And it's called A Tennessee Alphabet. Okay. Come inside. Are you listening? Put on your listening ears. Okay, zip your lips. Here we go. Come inside to Tennessee. Its people, places, and history. To turn the pages, so much to see. Start with A and end with, what do you think? Z. Yeah. A is for Appalachian Mountains, rising tall and grand. They're home to bear and eagle, and where tulip poplars stand. Isn't that a pretty picture of the Appalachian Mountains? That's in East Tennessee. B can stand for Beale Street, the birthplace of the blues. It's where people dance or tap their toes and dine on barbecue. Beale Street is in Memphis. That's in West Tennessee. Can y'all see that picture? C? Okay, what's next after B? C. C can be for cloggers, dancing to a country beat. They buck and chug to Rocky Top and quickly move their feet. Have you guys ever seen cloggers dancing? It's pretty fun. Daffodils and dogwood trees begin with letter D. Their blooms tell us it's time for spring, 100% guaranteed. Have you seen some daffodils and dogwoods this spring? I have. Yeah. Elvis Presley begins with E. He really loved to sing. He sang so well that people started calling him the King. Have you ever heard of Elvis Presley? Some of you? All right. Get your moms or dads to play you a song. F is the next letter. F is for the flag we love. Flying proud and straight, the 3 stars represent the grand divisions of our state. Is that our Tennessee flag? Yeah. I bet there's one flying outside here. What's after F? Does anybody know? G. G is for the Grand Ole Opry, where country stars appear and fans take pictures of favorite singers to keep as souvenirs. I've been to the Grand Ole Opry. It's a lot of fun. All right, somebody said H. That's next. Honeybees. Listen. Put your listening ears on. Honeybees begin with H. They make honey thick and sweet. Use it with your toast or tea for a delicious treat. Okay. Raise your hand if you can tell me what letter comes next.
I.
I. I is for the iris. Some think it kind of weird. Our state flower has no hair, and yet it has a beard. That's our state flower. Jubilee Singers begins with J. They performed so long ago, singing African American songs of chariots swinging so low. The Jubilee Singers, right here in this picture, they're still Jubilee Singers. They're singers from Fisk University who go around and sing, and they're very, very good. Okay, the next letter is K. Knoxville starts with the letter K. They had a World's Fair there. People came from around the globe to learn and play and share. Have you ever been to Knoxville? Raise your hand if you've ever been to Knoxville. A few of you? I used to live there. Okay. L. Are you ready? L is for Lookout Mountain. In the view is truly great. On a clear day, visitors can see into parts of 7 states. That's over in Chattanooga. Okay, who knows what raise your hand if you know what our state bird is. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Right, okay, M. The state bird is the mockingbird. It starts with letter M. It mimics the songs of other birds as it sits upon a limb. All right, Nashville begins with the letter N. It's the capital of our state. Lawmakers meet in the Music City to make Tennessee first rate. So Nashville is where the capital is, and that's where the lawmakers meet with the governor to make laws and to make our state a great state. O is for opossum. Tennessee has quite a few. They have a pink nose and a long pink tail and a pouch like a kangaroo. Have you ever seen a possum? P is for the presidents who served our country true. Andrew Jackson, James K. Polk, and Andrew Johnson, too. Tennessee has had 3 presidents from our state to serve as President of the United States. Have you ever heard of those guys? It was a long time ago. Okay. Q can stand for comfy quilts, a pioneer art form. Stitched by loving hands with friends, they kept frontiersmen warm. Anybody have a quilt at their house? Maybe as a baby you had a quilt. R, are you ready? R is for raccoon with rings around its tail. His face makes people wonder if he ought to be in jail. He has a face with stripes on it. Yeah. And that is our state wild animal, a raccoon. Okay. What's the next letter? S. S is for sequoia. Who is sequoia? And we should not forget, he used marks called talking leaves to create an alphabet. So Sequoia was a Cherokee Indian, and he came up with letters for the Cherokee Nation for their language so that they could read and they could communicate through reading and writing. The Trail of Tears begins with T. It traveled through Tennessee. 4,000 died when the government removed the native Cherokee. That's a very sad part of our history, our story. U can be for Unicite, a gem that is unique. It's often found in the Unica Mountains along roads or in mountain creeks. Okay, what's the next letter? V. V is for volunteer. It's important for you to know when help is needed anywhere, Tennesseans are sure to go. Wilma Rudolph begins with W. Her story must be told. She overcame childhood polio to win Olympic medals of gold. She was a famous athlete. X can be for Xanadu Cave, a dark place we all agree. The cave fish there do not have eyes because they don't need to see. Can you imagine? Okay, what's the next letter? Does anybody know? Y. Yes, Y is for a yodel. Some think it's hard to do, but all you really have to sing, does anyone know how to yodel? Is yodel-a-hee-hoo. Can you do that? Yodel-a-hee-hoo. Okay, what's the last letter of the alphabet? Z. Okay. Listen up. The lovely zebra swallowtail begins with the letter Z. Now stop and think about all the things you've learned about Tennessee. How about that? That's it. Right. So this is a book that's in your library right here that you can check out and read again if you want to. There's also lots more information about each of these things in the side of the pages. I didn't read all of it because it's kind of long when you read all of it, but you guys did very well and paid great attention, and I'm so glad that you came today. There are all kinds of fun things going on outside, and I brought some stickers for you, I believe, and some bookmarks. So get some of those there. We've got them in the back here if you want them. And I hope you guys have a great day here at the Franklin Library. Thanks for coming.
We have the Williamson County Parks and Recs Department. We have City of Franklin here, have Public Works. We have a lot of folks here from Sheriff's Department participating with the Touch Truck.
Y'all have fun. No, you did. You touched it. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm doing good.
A lot of young people coming by to see this today.
Yes, sir. They're taking more interest in the trailer, it seems like today, and the portable jail cell we got in there that we use on the side of a checkpoint. They're locking themselves in, and we're letting them out, of course. Hopefully that don't, that's the only time they see something like this. We're trying to educate the parents and the public and the kids.
Sure.
This thing is, like I said, we do the Touch a Truck like today. It's our first year doing this, and we'll be doing one probably in October at the Thompson Station. A lot of the kids come in here and they see it and they think it's fun and this, that, and the other, but we encourage them, this is a fun day. Let's don't go out here and be careful, because if it's the real thing, it's not fun anymore.
Hopefully someday.
They
might think of this before they drive drunk.
And that's all we're trying to do, is just encourage people not to drink and drive. That's our biggest goal for the Sheriff's Office.
Just the ones that we were over there. Okay, yeah. Oh. It's just you're gonna be cold, but well, yeah. Oh.
We are also kicking off our Stuff the Bus today. And this is a program that is led by our staff volunteer, Debbie Rainey, and she's going to tell you a little bit about this program.
Well, our Patricia Hart Society, which is our women's affinity group, started about 10 years ago. And we've always been involved in collecting school supplies, but 2 years ago, we discovered there was a need for a more organized drive. So we appointed a year-round committee. We partnered with GraceWorks Ministries, who already had a great distribution plan in place. We also partnered with our corporate sponsors, with local churches, organizations, and individuals. And last year, we were able to gather supplies and provide backpacks and grade appropriate materials for over 2,000 children here in Williamson County.
And Debbie, how do you determine the number of children that are going to need these school supplies?
Well, in Williamson County, there are over 5,700 children on free and reduced lunch programs. So we presume that each one of those children would need help. So we just do our best guesstimate of how many school supplies we will need. And so this year, we're assuming at least 2,500.
Wow. That's amazing. And one thing, in looking at the supplies that the children are really going to need this year, is there anything that's a greater need above other supplies?
Yes, we're in desperate need of notebook paper, loose leaf paper, and 2-inch binders.
Okay, another quick question before we wrap up. How do the families know where to go and how to participate in getting these supplies?
Well, GraceWorks does the distribution, and they have posters. They notify families that they think are at risk. They put notifications everywhere where children gather, and so the parents just know to show up at the 2 distribution sites.
Thank you, Debbie. And as you can see, this is a great need, and we're so thankful. No better way to kick it off today while we're making fun for reading. And then in addition to this, we're going to go outside and we're going to join in some of the fun and participate in a little bit of the face painting. And a special thank you again to the Williamson County Library for letting us be in here where all the action is and where all the books are. Thank you.
Hey, and what do you think about all this? Is this fun?
Yes.
Why?
Glad to get some popcorn.
Popcorn is good. Did you see the pets?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
Yeah.
What Dad think?
What?
What did your dad think?
I don't know. He thinks no.
Mark Basenberg. I'm from the Williamson County Animal Control and Adoption Center. It's Friday, June 21st, and we're here in front of the main library on Columbia Avenue. It's the United Way Reading Fun Fair, I believe it's called. And we're here with behind me you see our mobile adoption center, and it's full of kittens that are available for adoption today. A lot of small children here today, so we decided to keep it a kittens-only event rather than have dogs here with lots of kids coming up to them and all that stuff. So anyway, we do have a lot of kittens here, and at the same time we've got back at the shelter, any of our adult cats are available for sale for only $5. Any cat 1 year old or over, and that includes at $5 again. It includes their spayed or neutered, their microchipped, they're current on all their vaccinations. We're just offering this special deal because we're so overcrowded. It's the height of cat and kitten season, so we could sure use your help if you can come in and adopt an adult cat or a kitten. We've got plenty of both.
And what are some of the responses been that you've seen from the kids when they come up and see the cats?
You know, I think they're really fascinated by the fact that we have the kittens behind the plexiglass there so they can look at them. And that's great for the kittens because they're actually pretty fragile little guys when they're young. And we don't want people to handle them too much, so they can still see them having a good time in there and interact with them, but we don't have to worry about the spread of germs among the kittens.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say about the event today, or just in general, people adopting pets?
Yeah, well, it's a really fun event. I'm impressed. I didn't know about this thing before today, but it's a really good crowd. A lot of good energy here.
Give me your names.
Ken.
Gwen.
Ken and Gwen.
Yeah.
Did y'all plan that?
We did. We were litter mates.
Okay. So what do you get out of volunteering? Why do you do it?
We love animals, first of all, and we want to, encourage people to spay and neuter and be responsible pet owners and, give pets a chance to live.
Okay. Does something like this today where young people can see what's happening?
Oh, yes. Our grandchildren volunteer with us.
Yeah. And so that helps?
Yes, it does.
Why?
Uh-huh.
Why does that help?
Oh, my gosh, it teaches them, that animals have feelings and animals need care, and it gives them a sense of responsibility. It's really great. They just adopted a dog from the shelter here.
Well, it's just great to be a part of the Williamson County community and working with the organizations like United Way to bring these events to our wonderful county.
Want to build memories with your child? Turn off the TV and read. Reading is one of the best family activities around. It's free and without commercials.
Hey, sweetie, let's read some books.
Start with picture books for young children and build to storybooks and novels.
But the car is still rusty. It stinks. Oh, pew, you.
Vary the length and topic of what you're reading, and read slowly enough so that your child can draw pictures in his mind about what is being read. Invite your child to turn the book's pages, or pause and ask your child to predict what's going to happen next in the story.
Mom, where happened to that car?
Con, I think it rolled right into the lake.
Young children like to read the same book over and over. During repeat readings, stop at a key word and let your child fill in that word.
Is that the burner bowl?
After you finish reading a book, reflect on it together. Get an exchange of ideas going. Go outside, enjoy nature, take a walk in the park together. Stimulate your child's curiosity. Build memories. Read. This Choose Success moment has been brought to you by the Middle Tennessee P16 Council. For more information about children and reading, contact your local school system.